Anyways, welcome back, everyone. Welcome to Jeff Lewis Obsessed, where we recap Jeff Lewis Live every weeknight at 6 o'clock California time. I'm Sarah in Texas.
Hi, I'm Kelly in Southern California.
Yeah, shout out Chumps. Is Pina on? I love giving her credit. Pina's the one that came up with the idea of calling everybody Chumpettes. I think it's super cute. What did you think? Was it everything you thought it'd be?
CatCon?
Did you listen to Reality Check yet? Okay.
No, I haven't had a chance.
So they, of course, kind of recapped it. And I think Elisa's pause about, Reza, I think that kind of said it all.
Well, yeah, I think, yeah. But Jeff asked Elisa on today's show, too, not on Reality Check. Is that what you're talking about?
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I thought you were saying. Yeah, he wasn't
clearly
bad.
On Reality Check, it was a little more positive because it's Amy Phillips doing but even though Reza was the headliner, but
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, I guess I did. Even based on her graphic art, whenever she promoted the show, I think I realized that. I don't know.
And usually when they come last, that's the headliner. But he definitely went too long. Do you remember, at 15 minutes, Amy and I forgot the girl's name. Megan, was it Megan?
Yeah.
They came out and they're like, "Oh, he's still not done," and they backed it up.
But don't you think they were coming out to sort of be like, "Wrap it up, dude, wrap it up"?
Yeah, and he just kept going, and I was like, "Oh boy, he's going long. He's going long." But we still
kind of reminded us the Burbank show in November, Jeff Lewis show, where
Jay
Leno went so long, and it was like, well, actually, they said he didn't go long. The person before him went long. He was supposed to do 30 minutes, but it just wasn't the right audience. I don't feel like Jay Leno was the right audience for us, Jeff Lewis fans.
I think everybody appreciated him. I think everybody's just like, "Oh, Jay Leno."
I don't think that way. I didn't. I think maybe because the person before them went so long. I don't really know. If you're new, if you have questions, there's a question button at the bottom, or put it in comments. We'd love to hear what you say, especially if there's something you want to talk about or you have an opinion about something. People usually chat with each other amongst themselves. It's very similar to Doug's Cooking Kibitz, although we have 3 people that watch and he has 5,000. So it's just a tiny bit different. But the comments do go up kind of fast. So if we don't see them, we either didn't see it or we don't want to read it, or it's mostly me that just doesn't want to read it. Anyways, trying to wave to everybody. Hello.
What did you talk to Jeff about? I'll say this. Jeff is a very busy man with a lot of intention. So when he goes to CatCon, he's expecting to be able to walk. And this was not the place for that. It was crowded. There were a lot of kitty people that walked very slow.
Yeah.
So we said hi. We chatted for a little bit, and he was ready to move and keep walking. Remember, he was just like, "I'm going. I'm by himself. I'm off."
So we got there, and we were there maybe 20 minutes before Chef Stu waved at us. We were watching a show.
Baby Wants Candy.
Oh, my God. That was improv musical about cats.
It was funny because
Kelly's only going to say she likes it because they used her cat, Mateo, and did a song about Mateo, but it was really weird. I can't imagine anybody paying for this show. I can't imagine. Where on earth would they have an audience for that show?
I think they probably do all types of improv. I don't think they just do meow meow improv. I think that's just they're that talented. No, I think Jameson's improv is acting, but their improv has more to do with making up songs and music.
Yeah.
And yes, they sang a song about Mateo. And yes, I thought I was recording it. And yes, I wasn't.
And I thought she was, I saw her recording it and I had a worse view. I wasn't center as much. If we don't, like I said, we're talking, so we see your questions, but if we forget, I'm just ask it again. And so at the end of the night, we realized she wasn't recording, so we didn't even get a recording of it anyways. Did we pay to see it? Oh,
no.
It was $42 to get in, right?
Yes, we paid $42 for CatCon, but we didn't pay just for Baby Wants Candy.
No. Nothing costs separate when we get in. And actually, so many people were DMing me like, oh my God, Jeff's probably dying for a line or whatever. There was no line to get in. It was really easy. You showed them your name and proved that you bought a ticket. They checked your purse, super easy. There was no alcohol for sale.
No. A little bit of food.
Chicken tenders. We got some waters. Katy got a bowl, like a whatever.
Yeah.
But we were watching this improv show, and it was coming towards the end. We were like way over here, then all the audience in the center, and then on this aisle over here, I see something out of my corner of my eye, and I'd seen Chef Stu, and then who was with them? So Shane and Elisa and Jeff and Chef Stu.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
So we kind of watched the show end, and then we kind of met and, hugged and said hi to everybody. And, Jeff was showing us a picture. That's the first thing he did to me. He showed up his phone, and he had a picture of himself. I think it was the one with the dude in the cat furry costume.
The one that was
later. We all took a picture with that weird guy he was talking about that had like the heavy makeup on.
He was like a drag queen dressed as a cat.
Yeah,
would you agree?
I mean, the makeup was stunning,
and the costume too. It was wonderful, and he had platforms on. He was super tall. I mean, I didn't think he was kooky because I like cats, so I was like, that's just a fan.
And I think he posed really well. I think like in his picture of us, he posed really well, and the picture he did of Jeff was really cute. So then at one point we were chatting about some stuff. I guess we asked Jeff, somebody asked somebody to take a picture of us all. And then, throughout the day, then we walked around with them. I know we went to the firefighters. We saw them take the pictures with the firefighters.
Right.
And then, so Julie and Brandy weren't with them. They were parking.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, literally, they're probably out there arguing about something. Like this reminded me of the Christmas party or something, or the thing at Doug's house.
Yeah.
But they really were parking. So then they came in. Julie had a funny cat t-shirt, and so did Brandy. Yeah, it was really cute. So we didn't take a picture with them until later. Like,
yeah, we walked
around. What?
Yeah. We found them again later. What's funny though is like even Stu would be like, "Where's Jeff?" Because he was just like constantly like
Jeff and Shane walked off together like father and son.
Yeah.
And then nobody knew where they went, and then we like walked around a corner. And Elisa talked, I think on Reality Check today, she talked about peeking in. She was the one that did that, right? She opened up this thing. She wanted to see a cat that had one ear.
Oh, Uno.
And so she was peeking in, and the security guard was just looking at us, and she was like, "We can do this, right?" And she was like, "Yeah." Anyways, but we did throughout the day see a couple of different people come up to them and take pictures with them, but we don't know anyone's picture on Instagram or Facebook, so we don't know who people are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Somebody's more excited that we saw Julie and Brandy than Jeff and them. They're super cool. They really are. Brandy wanted Julie to take a picture with the firefighters because Jeff and didn't Stu at one point, somebody said for Stu to go over there and take a picture with the firefighters. He was like, "Fuck that. Like, I'm not doing that."
Well, it was funny because when they were like, we were all
they were hot.
We were all standing by the firefighters. There was like 5. And they were like Australian.
They have a calendar with kitties. They sell a calendar with kitty cats.
But they also had Australian accents. So they were, everything about them was hot. So anyway, so it was us. And then Jeff and Shane had walked away. And they came around the corner. And as soon as Jeff saw that Stu was over there by the firefighters with us, he was like, and kind of made that face like, "What are you doing?" It was like totally funny and jokey though.
So then Jeff took a picture with Shane, I think. And then I also saw Shane take a picture by himself, I think.
I don't remember. There was too much kitty stuff.
Yeah. It was good though. They're always super chatty. They often, a lot of the stuff they talked about the date. Shane told us about the date and the person that recognized him at the thing was buying him drinks and stuff. He didn't tell us about that his date was going to alcohol. What's that called? Alcohol
rehab
treatment or something? Rehab. Yeah. What else?
Hi, Chef
we were
Stu.
Elisa was so wanting to. Hi, Chef Stu. We were just talking about you. Hello.
You little firefighter. You little red suspenders. You.
Was it a last minute decision or planned?
For Sarah
for me
to
to
come?
come?
I think for you to come.
Yeah. Stu, let me know if you want to get on. I bet you're working. Shout out, Chef Stu.
My ears were on fire.
So I'll say, so were your pants, Chef Stu. Your pants were really on fire.
I forgot to look at the pants because I was just staring at Stu and talking to him in his eyes. And
I told y'all.
I know you're working, but yeah, I just
you were working.
But I was so distracted by him, I didn't even think to look at the pants because I was like,
Very muscular. He and Jeff are very in shape. Shane had glasses on part of the day, but then I did notice, I think he drank a little the night before on his date.
Yeah, the sunglasses.
I think he took the sunglasses off because in our picture, I think the sunglasses are off.
I can't remember. But I remember.
Brandy is always super cute. Tell him about taking the picture. That was later when we took the picture. We're not really good with pictures. The later when we took the picture with all of us girls, Alyssa and Brandy and Julie and me, you and Katy.
Yeah, and I know people like to say stuff about you sniffing people, but again, I sniffed Stu when I was like.
It wasn't me that sniffed Shane. No, it was you that said that.
It's me.
They always say I sniff him.
I am the sniffer, and he smelled really good, and I was like, oh.
Oh, he did.
Mm-hmm. I was like,
that's funny.
I like a good smell, man.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they love. So I don't know if Jeff knew that I was coming out, but several of them knew that I was coming out. And so it's not like, and trust me, if anyone's on here that's a hater, they're not afraid of me. Chef Stu, tell them you're not afraid of me. I'm pretty sure.
He probably got off now. And he's now.
Yeah, he might have.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was it planned? So we knew all along that CatCon was going on, and I wasn't going to fly out for that. I mean, no reason. I mean, I don't stalk the Chumps. I really don't go to everything they do. No one is afraid of you. Exactly. Thank you.
We all love you.
But about 5 or 6 days ago, when I saw Amy Phillips post the comedy show, what was it called? Bravo Comedy Night or something?
The Real Bravo Comedians.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, Real Comedians of Bravo or something like that. When she posted that, I was like, I didn't really click that it was the same night. Like, I promoted it. I'm like, because I thought, anyone in California, this would be awesome. I mean, I'm already going to BravoCon. You're joining me at BravoCon.
Right.
So we get to see her there also. But, like a day later, I was like, oh my God, wait. CatCon and this thing is the same night. Kelly wants to go to CatCon. She kept saying, I wish you lived here. I wish you could come with me. And I'm like, I know. And, I looked up flights. There were still 2 nonstop flights available. They were horrendous prices, but we won't go into that. Who needs money, right?
Yeah.
Anyways, and so then I called Kelly and I was like, hey, I'm going to come out. She was like, oh my God. So we didn't tell any fans. We didn't announce it at all like that. But yes, we knew it was definitely planned that I was coming out. And then Katy, who's also at the, I met for the first time at,
the brunch, the launch.
At the Amazon launch party in June. And she spent the night. We all had a sleepover together. She came with us too.
Yeah. Love you, Katy.
Somebody said, explain to what led to going last minute. I decided to. I mean, I don't know. I'm very spontaneous. I always have been. I make very quick decisions. I don't regret anything. So no, I live life to the fullest. I've always done stuff like this. I travel a lot. People think I travel a lot. I don't put anything on Instagram about my personal life most of the time. So they don't even know anything about all the traveling I do.
And like I said, and we both said, if it works out and you can come, awesome. And it did.
Yeah. So fun. Don't regret it at all. I was basically on land in California for about 22 hours. I slept at my hotel. I woke up at 2:30 a.m. Went to bed with my makeup on, just like Megan, like a whore.
Yes.
I mean, my Uber was scheduled to come at 3:00. Thank you, Dina. You're right. I don't have to explain myself. Anyways, and so then I washed my face at 2:30 in the morning. But had a good Uber driver that was nice and quiet, and got home, in time for Jeff Lewis show.
Yeah. So. I think there's also a bit of a misconception. Sometimes people think like we really know Jeff to a point where he's going to like invite us to his house. And it's like, no.
Yeah. Somebody DM'd Kelly and said, did y'all go to his house? And I'm like, no, first of all, we had plans we had the whole day planned out. I mean, we didn't know where we were going to eat breakfast. We ended up eating at a place called Egg Slut, which was really cute.
Really slutty eggs. Really slutty eggs.
Slutty eggs. And then I love a restaurant there called Granville that's right in Beverly Center. They have an amazing salad. So we ate there for an early dinner last night. We ate lunch at a restaurant that Elisa recommended in Pasadena called the Luggage Pizza.
The Luggage Room.
Luggage Italian?
I think it was the Luggage Room. I don't know. It was weird.
We are definitely not crazy stalkers. But anyways, it's fun. I think it's super fun. I've gone to shows. I think just like, concerts, people fly out to different concerts all the time. So to me, I don't feel like it's any different. So.
Explain it. Whatever.
And Amy's show. So let's talk. Yeah. So let's talk about Amy's show. First of all, like Jameson said on Reality Check today, he said it was just like our own little group of people. It was like all Bravo people.
Yeah.
One of them mentioned Joe De La Rosa from season 1.
Yes.
And we were all like, we met somebody named Angela. Recognized me as soon as we walked in. That was crazy. Because I don't even think she gets on the lives. She kept saying, right when I walked in, she was like, oh my God, are you Jeff Lewis obsessed? And I was like, yeah, like what the hell? Anyways, I didn't recognize her Instagram name.
But I don't remember what it was. I have
hilarious though.
Yeah.
She is I hope she comes out with us next time. She had just moved to OC? Or is she in LA?
LA.
She just moved to LA about a year ago, and she doesn't really have a lot of Bravo new friends yet. So she drags her husband there, and he was super nice and fun.
But he liked to go. He knew all the housewife stuff. He was laughing at us.
But he knows Vanderpump Rules. He doesn't really know Housewives.
Oh, that's right.
Remember?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but that's the thing, and that's one of the reasons that we met is because a lot of us don't know in real life people that know the Jeff Lewis live show.
Right.
They might have heard of him from Flipping Out, but they don't realize that he does this radio show. So the ones that do, we feel like it's just a little private membership because we hear him every single day or just love hearing about his life.
Yeah, and it's always fun to meet another fan. I mean, that's always amazing.
Well, and to me, and clearly, there's a lot of stuff that he always says exactly where he's going to be, when he's going to be there. He mentioned it 4 or 5 times. Make no bones about it. He definitely knew that fans were going to come. We met a girl that even said she posted on Facebook. Didn't a girl post on Facebook and said that when she realized he was going to be there, she came? And she wouldn't have come if she didn't realize that Jeff wasn't going to be there. Something like that.
Yeah, I'm not on Facebook anymore, so I don't know.
Jeff is that Angela? Oh, all your friends think Jeff is an asshole.
Oh,
is Angela on?
I thought that was her. It wasn't.
Oh, Angela's a good time. So then we go. We had an early dinner. We changed clothes because we were dressed kind of casual for CatCon. Pasadena's super cute. Where Elisa lives, Pasadena's super pretty.
I couldn't wear my cattail to Amy Phillips. Come on.
And you pissed on your cattail, didn't you?
No, bitch.
Or didn't it drop in the toilet in the hotel?
You're an asshole. I sat down on the toilet, went potty.
Just the facts, ma'am. Just the facts.
I sat down on the toilet, went potty, and when I stood up, I felt water dripping on my leg, and my tail had gone into the toilet. It was only pee-pee, but I did rip it off, and I flung it on the floor, and I took a picture of it because it was like the death of my cat costume in CatCon.
Oh, and they put me in a room that was like, they upgraded my room when I got there. I don't know, because I guess I've stayed there a couple times. And she went to take a shower, and she realized there was this big window from the shower straight into the bedroom.
It was like a honeymoon suite.
So it was very romantic.
Yeah, and I was like, you better not look at me, Sarah. And she's like, I won't.
I was like, I don't want to see your tits. I don't see your tits. You're right. Whenever Jeff and Stu went to the Hideaway Low, they told a lot of people, and a lot of fans showed up for that. So, I think he knows when he wants people to come out and when he doesn't. But he mentioned it multiple times. But we didn't care. I mean, Kelly's a cat fan. I was going to come out 100% for Amy's show. So when we realized we could do CatCon and Amy's.
That's a kitty cat tattoo.
Oh, on your middle finger? I did not realize that. You have so many tats. Have you been to Pump, Tom Tom, and Villa Rosa? Well, we did Pump.
We walked by Tom Tom. We walked by Tom Tom. And from what I understand now, Villa Blanca is now closed.
I know. I think Cheryl from Van Nuys put that one in the Facebook groups.
Maybe that's I don't. They don't have that one restaurant anymore. Probably because of the pandemic.
The night before the Amazon launch party in June, we went out with Cheryl from Van Nuys and some other fans. Andrew Coleman came out with us. He's so nice and so hot, so stylish.
And that
love
Donkey
him.
D. That Donkey D.
Oh my God, his wiener.
Has another uncontrollable.
He wore linen pants to the Amazon launch party, and his wiener was on display. Like it just couldn't control itself. He and Chef are like maybe related in that aspect. I don't really know.
Someone asked, what was Stu and Jeff's energy like at CatCon?
Oh, they were cute. I mean, I don't know. It didn't seem awkward to me at all. But
there was no pause. There was definitely no pausing going on at CatCon. I mean, they were like all over each other.
I think they pushed play Friday night, but I don't think they're ever all over each other, like in public like that or whatever.
No, but it wasn't like, and everybody was stressed or feeling like that. It was just fun. It was silly. It was a good time.
Oh my God. It was like, they're really, when they're together, when we tell you they are just like friends, they are friends. They are chumps to each other. They are just like hanging out. They're really good friends. They're casual with it. You can tell they're so comfortable with each other. They're used to fans coming up to them, especially when they're all together like that. They're used to taking pictures and stuff. So,
and it was funny because Elisa was always like, I'll take the picture. And we're like, no, bitch, we want you in the picture.
I know. She always offers to take the picture.
Yeah. And it's like, no.
We get changed. Then we get to the show and meet that girl, Angela. And then we go in. Who's the first one we saw? Gigi? MJ showed up a little bit. Well, Chef Stu.
Gigi and Destiny came in first, and they sat right in front of you and I. And then a little bit later, I saw Adam, Reza's husband. And then later, we saw MJ come into the show. And she is so tiny and thin now. Like, you never know what people, like, because I'm so tall, so it's always hard when I see somebody on TV to reference how tall they are. She is tiny, but she is so skinny now. She looks really freaking good.
But she hasn't lost her boobs. Her boobs are still really good. Yeah.
She looks
but it was so cute because you could totally see that they were all so excited for Reza. Like Gigi was videoing him. It was so cute.
They all were. And they were clapping and they were laughing and a couple jokes. Like you posted a thing with Vicki Gomez and Amy, like talking to Gigi. She came and she talked to Stu. I forget what she asked Stu. What Vicki Gomez asked Stu. But it was funny
about his financials and stuff because she does like insurance. She's like, do you have insurance? But so Stu had two friends with him, which they were talking about. They're so nice. Ross.
Cute. Oh.
Ross is the one they talked about, and Jeff talked about him today. He said Ross and Ronnie. Ronnie's a girl. She's super sweet, gorgeous.
Very nice.
She's known for a long time. Very, very nice. If any of those two people are the friends that Jeff is talking about that he doesn't love, which I think he likes them. He even said he likes them.
Yeah, he said they're normal.
So cool.
They're normal people. Somebody just asked a question. I've already forgot what it was. What was it? Something about... You see it right there? Dina asked me a question.
How is Megan's height? Oh, Megan's?
She
is Megan a little bit...
Megan's, I think, 6 foot, and I'm about 5'10", so she's about 2 inches taller than me.
But Megan always wears heels when we've been with her.
Yes, but she's
I think she had boots on at the November party. I can't remember the November show.
But on her own, she's still tall. I say Megan, Jeff are same height, and Stu might just be a little bit under, and then there comes me. So I could totally kiss all of them at the same time as a quad, and we'd be okay.
Oh, now you're going to kiss them all. Oh, okay. Now, okay. Okay, now you're kissing them. The show was really cute, though. Amy Phillips is going to open, sort of. She's going to gear up the crowd for one of the Watch What Happens live shows. I'm going to this Sunday night show, I think, but she's got 5 minutes. So she really needed to, like, do her comedy show and then, like, figure out what works, what she wants to work, and whatever. So we got kind of a preview to BravoCon. It was really cool.
Yeah, and I won't say what she said because she's just so funny. But when I went to the book signing for their cookbook right there, she was so funny. Like, I was like, and I even sent her a message. I was like, you need to do stand-up comedy. And she goes, yeah, I'm thinking of, we kind of talked about that. But even last night, she's funny. She's so talented. The impressions, she just rolls with the punches. She's a total improv person. Like, you could throw anything at her.
But she's done that before. She's been in that big famous improv group, whatever the name of it is. I'm forgetting it.
Grounding?
The one that a lot of Saturday night.
The Groundlings or something?
Maybe. Yeah. She's been in the one that a lot of the Saturday Night Live people talk about, I think.
But she blows my mind.
Hi, Dish.
She does. She's just amazing. Amazing. And the other comedians were really funny. Is it Kara Klink? Klenk did a PowerPoint for us about Housewives.
Yeah, that was cute.
Yeah, it was a good time. And then, of course,
and the other one, she's been on Reality Checked before.
LaKendra?
Yes. LaKendra Toops?
Yeah. They were so funny. And what was really cool is that Elisa and Jameson were in the audience. And at one point, Amy said, Zio, Elisa, is that you? I don't know. She, like, referenced them. And I could hear Elisa laughing behind me. Yeah. And Jameson. So it was like the Jeff's show or her show. Like, you could just hear them, like, laughing. It was cool. It was a cool experience.
It was so cute. Amy is so nice.
So sweet.
I chatted with MJ, who I knew I was going to. By the way, any of y'all are going to BravoCon and love MJ. If you don't listen to her podcast, today was really good. But she is so adamant that if you want to meet her as a fan, she DM her. She will figure out a day and a time that she's available. She even told us on her podcast today the name of the hotel she's staying at. And she said all the Bravo celebrities are being put up there.
Oh, did she?
She told them it's a very famous hotel that the Kardashians have stayed at on their show and made kind of popular. Mm-hmm. Anyways, so listen to her podcast, Till the Dirt, and you'll see. What was she teasing Chef about? She was doing an impression as if she was Vicky Gunvalson. So Vicky Gunvalson sells insurance. So she asked if he was financially stable. And then she said something about him being single. And he said, I was single for a week or something like that.
He did say that. I forgot. He did say that.
Yeah. So I think that video is up on Chef Stu's Instagram story. His friend Ronnie was videoing it.
Okay.
And then he put it up. Danes Who Dish. Reza did go on a little long, just like Jameson explained. He wasn't really a comedian of sorts. He was more telling a story.
A couple stories.
And it was all about Shawls of Sunset and him being a Leo. He's famous for being a Leo, very proud of that. But he told sort of a joke about how his birth certificate or something, his birthday got changed from being an Iran or whatever.
I know. I asked him, I was like, so are you a Leo or a Virgo? And he goes, no, girl, a Leo. So the connection I got kind of lost too, but Angela and I were hooting and hollering. So it was funny. Amy Phillips at one point, because we were being loud, we were right in the front, right? And so I had a big hat on and my leopard dress. And she was like, Lisa Rinna, is that you out there?
That was funny.
Leopard dress? And I was like,
that was funny. It was really good. So afterwards, Amy was right up in the audience saying hi to Chef Stu. And then we chatted with MJ, and Reza was going to come over and take a picture. And then I don't even know what happened. It all got crazy. That's how things go. You're just not even thinking. You're just chatting with people. So I never even took a picture with MJ and Reza at all, or Gigi. Then we go out to the place, and that's where we saw Jameson and Elisa. hung out with them. So we did take some pictures. Do you know what Stu cooked for Jeff? He had said steak, but we never actually talked about it yesterday. So I could have asked him.
And Jeff didn't really say today, but he did say it was really good.
Yeah.
And he said...
But just like Doug had been saying he was going to cook for them last night, and then he ordered in Indian food. So things changed.
I know. I was like,
yeah. I think he had a busy weekend, and like he went to a wedding the night before.
Doug or who?
Doug posted a wedding on his story, so...
Yeah, because he talked about his Spanx t-shirt. I wrote that down. I was like...
That was hilarious.
When he was like, well, who's telling you that I'm wearing Spanx? And I was like, ooh. But, I was
That's what we do know about the Chumps. They really do have text chains, and they really do talk a lot. It's really cute. Like, it's really cute to hear them on the show. Like, it's really so fun to see them in person act like the real friends that they are, because they really are. Even though they work together, they really are good friends, it seems like.
Yeah, they are. They're just awesome. And, like, even out when we were in the lobby and Amy brought her Vicky wig out and took pictures with us with it. I mean,
yeah, she had the wig with her, and I was like, you got to take that to New York to BravoCon with you. And she's like, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, she has to. She has to be Vicky.
We never asked. We didn't ask if Stu and Jeff stayed at his apartment or they went to his house for the night. It never came up.
Yeah, never.
Didn't even think to ask. But we will see them at BravoCon, and Amy and Chef Stu are doing a cooking demonstration on Saturday morning at 10:30 a.m. Kelly and I will both be there, and if Kim's on, Kim will be there. So super fun. And then I'm trying to find out if anyone has to have a ticket to BravoCon to go into the bazaar.
I was wondering that. I'm sure they do, because I feel like BravoCon will charge for anything. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's a bummer. I would think for the bazaar where they're selling stuff, they would let people in, but I have no idea.
Oh, maybe. Who knows? But it's like supposed to be like 30,000 people, like, for BravoCon. I mean, my mind is like, it's like almost in 2 weeks.
It is going to be so fun. But just like somebody said today, I don't know who, it's so overwhelming. Kim and I had lunch a few weeks ago to like go over the schedule. There's a lot. So many things that overlap.
It's packed.
I know. You're going to have to pick. Oh, no, I was talking to a friend that's going to be there, and we were talking about how you have to pick. You do have to have a ticket. Okay. Thank you.
Thanks, Abby.
Well, let's chat about today's show and recap that. Can you guys go live? Oh, we'll definitely be going live during...
Well, that's always our plan, but sometimes it's like, sometimes you want to be in the moment and you want to soak it up, and you're not always thinking like of content and going live because you're fans and you're there. So we would love to. We would love to. But we get excited too.
Live, we'll be doing videos, so... we're definitely going to be focused. I'm definitely going to be focused on the Jeff Lewis adjacent people, and definitely going to be at Chef Stu and Amy's cooking demonstration for sure.
Absolutely. Oh fuck! I've already forgot my question. My memory is even worse when I don't sleep.
Oh, yeah, we do not have a lot of sleep on this. So today, Doug Budin and Elisa Donovan were on. They were really cute. They really, she hasn't been on in a while. I love that she's really a good friend of Doug's. Like, she stays at his house when she comes in because she lives far away. So
they have a good friendship. I actually really like her on the show. I think she's a great guest. I think she's funny. I love when she gets to be on with Doug, and it was great. I was going to say now I remember. Someone was like, how about Jameson getting to go to VIP Disneyland with Jeff?
I know. Okay, but Jeff said today he's the 9th of 10th person to be invited. So now we only know there was 8 people.
Carrie, Quinn, I think Pepper, Jeff Monroe.
Stu, Shane. Monica,
her daughter. And maybe Grandma couldn't go, so it was Jameson.
But that's Jameson right there.
Yeah, but
he said he's number 9.
Oh, I have to tell you.
He said he's the 9th person invited.
when you go to, if anyone's ever been to Disneyland, any amusement park, but especially Disneyland, like if I went to Disneyland for 12 hours, I would get on 5 fucking rides because that's how busy it is. So to have a chance to have a VIP, I mean, because you can go on so many rides and do so many things. I'm so happy for Jameson. And what about No Mouse Mingle?
Oh, so he did tell us that. It's fun to meet with them because they really do tell you things. And we would never, like, there's some stuff that we were told in conversations at the Amazon launch party that we've never said because they've never said it on air. To me, once they say something on air, I'm fine talking about it because also they're well aware that we do a recap. All of them are. They've never, and I've told them, if there's ever anything you don't want us to discuss, just tell me. Yeah. And I won't do it. But anyways, they've never said that. So one of the things was, Jameson did tell us last night that Mouse Mingle is not working. Elisa joked that it was homophobic.
I said yes.
Yep. And I think he just said it was very outdated and there was no action. Yeah. Like, I don't think there's enough gays on there to make it a dating app. I think he believed it. And he told us last night. Right.
Yeah,
I don't think Pepper's going either.
Why wouldn't she go, though?
She goes a lot to handle.
No, she's gone.
I'm just telling you. They're not telling her. They're not saying she's going.
Okay.
He hasn't.
So somebody asked about Krista and Alice. So maybe Krista and Alice are busy?
They haven't said her either.
Yeah, they haven't said her either.
Yeah, and she's a little bit older, so not much.
No, Alice
she's the same age as Quinn?
Maybe a couple of years younger than Quinn. I think she would have loved to go. Everybody loves to go. Well, some people.
You think Alice is younger than Quinn?
I think, from what I remember, Quinn is, I want to say 10, and I think Alice is like 8. I think she's closer to Pepper's age.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I don't know though for sure. I'm speaking out of my ass, so I don't know for sure.
Okay, I'm dying to see. So now it makes sense. I think they had this big planned event to video something for this Halloween type scary video that
Dougie Dahmer.
When do you think it'll air?
I don't know. I'm so excited. Like imagining Doug with an actual wig, dancing in chains. Right. I don't know why they said he was rolling in the lawn. He is committed to the part. He will do it to his best ability.
Absolutely. But I think Jeff was even worried. Like, I think we might have went a little too dark. And he's like, I'm not the director. I was the actor.
I think Jeff probably wanted it dark. And Kian's a little bit wicked.
The darker, the better.
Yeah. I can't wait for that.
I thought Isla would go too, but they haven't mentioned her. And they've said 9 people, so I don't know.
Yeah.
The USC game was so good. It was good to get the video and have proof that everything went well. Then we knew Jeff was alive. We knew Stu didn't eat him. And then we knew they were together, clearly. There's not a Halloween party. I think it's going to be delayed till next year. I think Jeff said that today on air.
I was going to say, I missed what he said. I know he referenced something about the Halloween party. I think there's just too much going on. I think they sacrificed a Halloween party to go to New York. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and they're doing the Disney thing. The week after that, they're going to the Halloween thing, the Boo at Universal, with like 12 of them. That might be just adults. I can't tell if that's adults or the kids. I don't really know.
Yeah, you can't bring kids to that. It's like emotionally damaging. That's childhood trauma.
Oh.
It's very scary.
I don't think he would mention Gage. People kept DMing us that Gage was there. First of all, I was trying to go to bed really early because my flight was at 6 a.m. the next day to go to California. But people were DMing me all night about, Gage being at the thing. And I'm like, I don't care I would never, even if he didn't block me, I would never post that he was there. I don't hate him, obviously, but that's just not something I would post anyways. Well, I don't create drama with that. Of like, Gage is at the same place. There's like 70,000 people at this football game. Who cares that Gage and Jeff were both there? I just don't care.
I mean, I guess it's fun when you find out, they were both there at the same time. But then when you like logically think about it, there's like a 70,000 person arena.
Yeah, it's a huge game. They were playing Arizona. Who were they playing? ASU. They were playing ASU, where Kelly Dodd went to school.
USC.
Oh,
University of Spoiled Children. Go UCLA. Whoop, whoop.
That's perfect. That's perfect.
There's a big rivalry between UCLA. That's my Tyler's pin for UCLA and USC. Yeah. When we went to UCLA for Tyler to like kind of see the campus and stuff because she got she was going there. They taught us cheers about hating USC. There's like a big
they do that in Texas.
Yeah, they hate each other. Anyway.
Yes, Bruins. James Udishes.
Whoop, whoop.
What else? Jeff did a lot of talking, which he had done before the breakup, which sounded so hopeful and positive that he's learned so much, that he's able to diffuse the situation when he and Chef Stu are having an argument. So he was very clear about that again today. Oh, shout out UCLA. He was very clear about that again today and said, it only took me 52 years to learn that. But I don't know, Jeff, you keep saying you've learned, and then you break up with him out of the blue.
But I will say this. If you can teach your partner and yourself, if you have a way of like de-escalating, that's a I don't know, recipe for success. Couldn't think of the word. I have no brain today. But I think if you're at the point where you're able to help your partner, the only thing is if you're both crazy at the same time and can't calm each other down.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they made it very clear.
Jeff went to USC. Sorry, somebody was asking. I'm going to tell you, USC is money. And so Kelly Dodd, Jeff, Heather, they all have money.
Is it private?
Yes. So UCLA is our public school. USC is private. And it's in that ghetto.
Oh, it is?
Oh, yeah. Like, I don't think they go off campus. I mean, it's like, remember when we were driving and you saw all the homeless and all the trash on the ground?
That guy's ass? Oh, my God. We did this last time, and we didn't know what it was. So we're driving along. If anyone lives in the LA area and you know where Magic Castle is, it's on a famous street.
Right. We forgot
Laurel Canyon? I don't know where it's at. It's on some really popular street. But I look up and I see Magic Castle. So the last trip when I was there in July, we drove by it and neither one of us knew what it was. It was like this pretty but kind of old but kind of
Victorian like three-story mansion kind of thing.
Yeah. And so we drove by it again yesterday, and of course then we knew what it was because they went there to Magic Castle. So that was kind of fun. It's always fun to me, since I don't live there, to eat at the places that they eat at and see the restaurants and even the streets. And also I watched $1 Million Listing LA. So they always talk about locations. So then you see street names and, you know, it just kind of puts a face to the name of all the shows that we watch, whatever.
Linda was saying with the Franklin Avenue. I don't remember what this, if that's the street that the Magic Castle is on, then yes.
Oh, it's on Franklin? Okay. We took a picture, but I don't think we ever posted it. Not really good with pictures. It's like I want to be in the moment, and you know.
I know.
Yeah.
You could get really sucked into taking pictures, and it sucks, and then you don't really live the moment. But I got to live the moment of the Mateo song because I didn't record it.
But you thought you were. So yeah, that was great. I think they kind of summed up CatCon well. Do I have thoughts on this? A lot of the stuff they say on the Facebook groups aren't even true. I think they also say, I've heard that they say that I go to Jeff's doctors. So I don't know. Do I have thoughts on it? I have thoughts on it. I think it's dumb. I think it's mean. I think it's useless. Especially when they truly say that the Chumps should be scared of me. Nobody's scared of me. Take a look who follows me. I'm pretty sure they're not afraid of me. I've met a lot of them multiple times.
There are people they should be afraid about, and it's not you.
Right. It's not me. It's not me. Yeah.
I dropped my fish crackers. I'm sorry.
By the way, there's multiple Facebook groups. There's at least 2 of them that I know. One of them just has one administrator, Susan Sy, and the other one has multiple. Neither one of them let the comments go through when they say things about me. So,
It's
the
just the
other one that is the bigger group. They've been known as the mean group for so long. Like, seriously. Yeah. I mean, I was in that group for about 20 hours, and then I got myself out of it last fall because they're just mean. But they kick a lot of people out. They make fun of Monroe's teeth. I mean, they talk practically about hating Jeff and all the guests. So I don't even know why they're a fan group necessarily.
Again, I think people equate Jeff with being mean. And so instead of actually being funny, they're just mean, and everybody can be mean.
Yeah. I'll just say the Chumps are in a lot of the Facebook groups, if not all of them. Mm-hmm. They're well aware what is said. Mm-hmm. And I will just say that about 2 weeks ago, Jeff made a comment on one of my Instagram stories saying, or he liked it and then said, thanks for your support or something like that. Something like that. So if y'all are fans of Jeff Lewis, then you know he never, ever, ever comments on anyone's Instagram.
Not even Stu.
No. So, rightfully so, I took that as a positive thing, and I'm well aware that it was intended that way as a big fuck you to the haters that were bullying me, basically. So, anyways, shout out haters. That's what I have to say.
Well, the last thing is, for some reason, we've noticed with a lot of Jeff Lewis fans, there's just a lot of, like, I don't want to say jealousy, but it is jealousy and hatred. And we don't have anything more than anybody else. I mean, yes, we've seen them and we've got to go to do stuff, but we make commitments to do that. We sacrifice things that so we can go. Not your kids, of course. I'm not saying that. But, you know,
I sacrifice my children.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, anybody could do what we're doing. Anybody could do what we're doing.
I hear all the time outside of this little fan thing that I started doing, but I wish I could do this. I wish I could do that. I wish I could go where you go. Well, then do it. I mean, everything's not about money. I'm not saying the things I don't do cost money, because they do, but I have a lifestyle to do that. I also have a husband that I married that is fully capable of taking care of our children. So whenever they say I'm leaving my 5 children,
how dare you?
First of all, I was gone for 24 hours. My children were fine without me. They know how to text and FaceTime me. I mean, clearly.
You're trying to
my
get
husband
them back together.
What?
You're trying to get Stu back together with them. You're running around following Doug and Stu, and you're trying to find them so you can get and talk to them and be their therapist and their counselor.
Oh, is that what they're saying? That's hilarious.
No, but I think that's the, idea.
Oh, that's funny. Nope, absolutely not true. When I came, and it's all for fun. It's a fan group. I mean, for God's sake, it's a fan group.
Yeah.
It's meant to have fun. I mean, basically, I post about them. I have never come at anyone else that didn't come at me first. If you come at me, this Aries bitch is coming at you hard.
Oh, yeah, and she don't let it go. She remembers shit. She's like a crow. You're like
don't
a crow.
Come at me is what I'm saying. If you come at me, you better have some good shit, and you better be funny.
Yeah.
So, you better be funny. And so you know what? The ones that came at me first, they weren't even funny. I'm like, how can you be funny?
And this is what I'll say to everybody. If we're all...
They do love their fans, Dame Sue Dish. Dame Sue Dish interviewed Chef Stu months ago, and you got to go listen to his podcast. It was really cute. But they do. They love their fans. That is why Jeff says where they go to lunch, when they're going to be somewhere, what time they're going to be. He also makes it very clear. I won't give the details because I'm a vault and I know what to say and I know what I don't want to say. And you'll never know the truth. Trust me. Kelly's well aware of things that I have not told her that she later got proof that I knew of. And I just don't say shit. So anyways, but there was something over the summer where Jeff said they were going to be, and he kept saying, and people were asking me, and somebody let me know they weren't going to be there. And then somebody let me know they were indeed going to be there. And I'm like, hey, I'm just telling you, the fans are confused. They don't know to go or to not go. So I think sometimes he changes his mind and decides they do want to go somewhere, but they want some privacy. They want to just be normal friends hanging out. So
what do you mean, Pickles? Kekels, what do you mean? I'm a vault. Laugh out loud. Maybe this is the issue. I'm sorry. I just have no tolerance right now for people being, I don't know if they're being shitty or not, but I haven't slept. And I'm a fucking bitch. So please don't.
Yeah.
Please don't.
Yes. Maybe it was the Roundup thing, Kim. Maybe. Anyways.
I just want people to be nice to each other. That was my whole point. It's just be nice. Like, it's not, you don't have to be mean.
It's a radio show, for God's sake. It's just to be fun. But if we know anything about Jeff Lewis fans, we are all obsessed. I mean, if you want to talk about people that are obsessed, you should see the DMs that I get on the daily. Oh, Chef Stu is still on. Shout out, Chef Stu. You should see the DMs that I get. I am not obsessed with this. There are people that I'm pretty sure check every single Instagram account all the time. And then they'll DM me stuff. Yeah. And so I'm like, exactly. We're all obsessed. It's a fun radio show. He shares all of the details of his life with us.
Yep.
And we love talking about it because most of us, like we've said, don't have people in real life that want to listen to us or that even know about him. We are extroverts. I mean, I've always been very social. I've always gone hard at life. I mean, I do fun shit. So when I really got listening to Jeff Lewis and I love it, the first thing I was going to do is go to a show. So that's what I did.
I used to be on the Clubhouse app and there was a chat group talking about Jeff Lewis Live. They were so rude about his guest. It was infuriating. Yeah, it's like everybody has their own thing. Like, if you want to go to Clubhouse because they're mean, then fine. If you want to be in the mean Facebook group, that's fine. But I just wish everybody would just be kinder to, I mean, I'm a TK teacher. You know what we're teaching this week? Kindness and respect. Be fucking kind and be respectful.
Yeah. And be honest. Don't say that I'm out there leaving my children like home alone or some bullshit. And also don't say that I'm going to see Jeff's doctors. I'm perfectly healthy. There's no reason for me to go see Jeff's doctors. I think you're confusing me with another fan that's been very clear that person sees his doctors. I've never said I see his doctors. So
Dane Sudish said the same thing. They left Clubhouse for the same reason. And we're not going to, and you know what, we're not going to talk about it anymore because it's stupid. We love you guys. We're accepting. We're not doing anything sneaky. We're not best friends with Jeff. So, there you go. We're done. Okay. 55 minutes in.
That's all the time they're getting. I don't know a lot about the Clubhouse people. All I know is the first person to be a bitch to me was Lori Morrison.
Oh, shit.
And she's the one that gets on Doug's thing all the time, cooking kibbutz, and bitches and moans to him about washing his hands. So, she's the first person that commented on my Instagram, like telling me to drink decaf coffee and nobody needs a recap. I'm like, then don't watch it. If you don't want to watch the recap, then don't do it. So it kind of went downhill from there. And I think all the Clubhouse people hate me now. So there's that.
Sorry, Mouse Club. Do you want to talk about music?
Let's talk about music. I do want to talk about Doug's and the Spanx, though. Have you ever known a guy that wears a Spanx top?
I'm sure there's plenty. They just don't talk about it.
They're crazy to get off, is all I'm going to say. It's hilarious. But they really do work. I mean, especially when you're taking it off at like 1 or 2 in the morning and maybe you've had a drink or two. I'm just saying. Oh. Yeah, it's hilarious. I think I almost pissed my pants one night trying to help take off a Spanx shirt. It was hilarious.
I love though that Jeff wanted to know, and he was like, "Well, it left my butt," and
he wanted his stomach. He wanted his stomach tucked in too.
Yeah, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, he's thinking it's like a unitard." I thought it was funny, like those wrestling outfits that have the straps that go up. I just imagined that.
Yeah, yeah. Tell us about the music today.
We had an 80s reunion. We had Pet Shop Boys, Weston Girls. Love that song. And then we had DOA, Dead or Alive, DOA, You Spin Me Round, which is another great song from the 80s. So it was fun. He's in a good place. He's happy. He's fresh. He's young. He's hot.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I didn't really look at him to see if he looked extra thin or anything. Because remember a while back he was saying he was 191.8, and that was pretty low for him.
I did. I felt like he was just carrying himself in a different way. Maybe because I don't know if he's gained back all those. What was he, 192? I mean, he might have gained that back from Stu's dinner. I don't know. He might. No. You know what I wanted to ask him? I wanted to ask him how the diarrhea was going, but I was too scared.
He talked about having gas last night at Doug's, and he had to get medicine from Doug.
Yeah, and I wanted to say
I think it's the Tex-Mex. I think they went and ate across the street at Tex-Mex after CatCon.
Yeah, and I was like, no, bitch, you didn't have gas. You probably were pooping, like, you were sharting in your pants almost.
He doesn't like to talk about pooping, though. Well, we usually stick to about 30 to 35 minutes, just so you know. We did go an hour tonight because we knew that we were going to talk about our fabulous Sunday fun day in Los Angeles. So thanks for joining. We always put the recaps up here. The recaps with the comments will be on YouTube, Jeff Lewis Obsessed, and our podcast, Jeff Lewis Obsessed. So check it out on Spotify.
Will you remind us who's on for the rest of the week?
Follow your TikTok, Not Be Finer. NOTBFINER. What do you do, official Ben Finer? What's your deal? Because if you look at my TikTok, I follow 3 people. Chef Stu, Jeff Lewis Live, and Tinks. I love Tinks. I don't follow a lot of people.
Tell us who's on for the rest of the week.
Oh, gosh. I had that written down the other day. Who's tomorrow? Wednesday.
Megan King.
Yes, tomorrow's Megan King and Doug. Wednesday is Leah Black. Thursday is Josh Flagg. Friday is Lala Kent.
Mm-hmm.
And then next week is, oh my God, it's already going to be BravoCon, and he'll be in